Jim Carrey once said something that caught a lot of people off guard. He said he never planned to join Hollywood, he planned to destroy it. Not burn it down, not expose it, but to take a sledgehammer to the seriousness. And then, after becoming one of the most famous actors on the planet, he walked away. Not because he failed, not because he was pushed out, but because, in his words, I've had enough. I've done enough. I am enough. So the real question isn't why Jim Carrey stepped away, it's how did the man who chased fame harder than almost anyone end up rejecting it completely?
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Jim Carrey wasn't born into Hollywood privilege. He wasn't connected. He wasn't comfortable. He was born January 17, 1962 in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada, the youngest of 4 kids. His father, Percy, was a saxophone player who later became an accountant. His mother, Kathleen, stayed home and struggled with chronic health issues. Money was tight, stress was constant, and as a kid, Jim did something interesting. He didn't escape into sports, he didn't escape into friends, he escaped into a mirror. He'd spend hours alone making faces, practicing expressions, doing expressions.
Hello, my name is Jim Carrey. I'd like to do some impressions for you tonight, if you'll just give me a minute.
Comedy wasn't about attention yet, it was about control. At 10 years old, he was already so confident in his talent that he mailed his resume to the Carol Burnett show. Not a joke, not a dare, a resume. That tells you something about the mindset. Then everything collapsed. When Jim was a teenager, his father lost his job. The family moved closer to Toronto and eventually they lost their home. Jim quit school around 15 or 16 years old and started working as a janitor alongside his family just to survive. For a period of time, they lived in a tent. Later, Jim joked about it because that's what he does. He said, "Of course I grew up in Canada, so I thought we just had to go camping." But behind the joke was anger, real anger. And this is important because Jim has said that moment could have gone one of 2 ways, bitterness or humor. He chose humor. That choice right there is the backbone of his entire career.
And a lot of people don't know this, but when I was about 14 or 15, my father lost his job, and I actually became homeless for quite some time. Of course, I grew up in Canada, so I thought we had just gone camping, you know.
After the homelessness, Jim leaned into comedy even harder. He got a shot at Yuck Yuck's Comedy Club in Toronto, and it went terribly. In his own words, he was basically booed off stage. He later admitted the act was corny, over the top, and bad.
Could you imagine the Fonz hosting a cooking show? Hey, right, you take your pot and you put it on the stove like this. First you fill it with water like this. Alright, you follow me so far?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But here's the difference between Jim Carrey and most people. He didn't quit. He kept refining the impressions, the physicality, the energy. By 1979, he was making a living doing stand-up. Soon after, he was opening for Rodney Dangerfield. That's not luck. That's persistence turning into momentum.
He was always there for me, always supported me, even when I was experimenting and no one knew what the hell I was doing. He was there for me. He still hired me. He sat in the wings with his balls hanging out of his, robe on the side of the stage, just howling with laughter. And I'd get off and he'd say, "Man, they're looking at you like you're from another fucking planet."
Then at 19 years old, Jim Carrey moved to Hollywood. The early years weren't glamorous. Small roles, forgettable movies like Once Bitten and Finders Keepers. But then came the real break, In Living Color. This is where everything changes. Amongst a stacked cast, the Wayans brothers, Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Lopez, Jim stood out immediately. Not because he was polished, but because he was fearless. No dignity, no restraint, no interest in being cool. and Hollywood noticed.
Well, it's National Fire Safety Week. I've been going door to door looking for fire hazards. Mind if I give your place a little inspection?
Then 1994 happened. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber. 3 hits, 1 year, instant superstardom. And here's the part people miss. Jim later said Ace Ventura wasn't just comedy, it was deliberate rebellion. He said his plan was to take a gigantic sledgehammer to the idea of the serious leading man. But irony hit hard, because the very movie meant to mock Hollywood made him its biggest star. In 1996, Jim Carrey was paid $20 million up front for The Cable Guy, the largest amount ever paid to a comedic actor at the time. From homeless teenager to one of the highest paid people in Hollywood. And yet, Jim Carrey didn't enjoy the fame. He described it as weightless. He said you can dream about it all you want, but once you're there, it's not comfortable for very long. Despite the success, he gravitated towards serious roles, like The Truman Show, Man on the Moon. Ironically, the only Golden Globes he ever won weren't for comedy. They were for drama, which says a lot.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama are Jim Carrey in The Truman Show, Stephen Fry, Wild, Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan, Ian McKellen, Gods and Monsters, and Nick Nolte in Affliction. And the winner is Jim Carrey.
Behind the scenes, his personal life was turbulent, relationships strained, loss, depression. Jim has been open about struggling with depression and being diagnosed with ADHD, and slowly he began pulling away.
It's like the one thing, like people talk about depression all the time. The difference between depression and sadness is just, you know, from happenstance. Whatever happened or didn't happen for you, or, you know, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore.
In 2018, Jim said something that clarified everything. He said he never wanted to join Hollywood. He wanted to destroy it. He criticized the corporate takeover of filmmaking, committees, 4-quadrant appeal, focus group art. He said painting gave him something movies no longer could: control. No executives, no notes, no pressure, just expression. That's why he faded from the spotlight. Not exile, not controversy, but by choice.
But I used to love to draw cartoons, and I thought, oh,
Me too.
you
Me too.
played a cartoonist.
This whole thing has brought back my 8-year-old self. It's been a gift from God. It's like literally like brought me back to 8 years old, where I used to sit in my room. Trump is toast.
I like that one.
In March 2022, Jim told Access Hollywood something that felt like closure. He said he was fairly serious about stepping away. That unless some script came along written in gold ink, something spiritually important, he was done. He said he was enjoying his quiet life, painting, focusing on spirituality. And then he said the line that sums it all up: I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough. That's not retirement talk. That's someone who's finished the race.
The concerns about Jim Carrey's well-being stem from his decision to step away from his Hollywood career as an actor-comedian and focus on pursuing art. In March 2022, the Ace Ventura star disclosed to Access Hollywood that he was probably retiring from acting. Carrey explained, "Well, I'm retiring. Yeah, probably. I'm being fairly serious. It depends. If the angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break." He further expressed, "I feel like, and this is something you might never hear another celebrity say as long as time exists, I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough."
And yet, he still came back. Not chasing relevance, not chasing headlines, but on his own terms. Kidding, Sonic the Hedgehog, and selective projects. Jim said he doesn't feel like little Jim trying to hang on anymore. He's not grasping, he's choosing. So I appreciate you guys checking in, and you know how I like to break these things down. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.